If you're moving to Long Island and you're trying to figure out Nassau County or Suffolk County, I want you to hear this first. Most people are making this big choice based on the wrong information. The answer isn't about which county is better. It's about which one is right for you. And after this video, you'll know exactly which side of the line that you'll belong in. I'm Grund, a top real estate agent on Long Island, and I work both counties full-time. I've had clients who were dead set on Nassau, ended up moving into Suffolk. I've had people that thought Suffolk County was the great move, and then they ended up in Great Neck. The difference came down to conversation. So let's have that conversation right now. Here's exactly what we're covering. The basics of each county, the price differences, the commutes, property taxes, schools, and lifestyle. After we go over these topics, you'll have the information you need in order to make the best decision. So let's start with the basics. This is gonna be what you're actually gonna be comparing. Before the numbers, let's reassociate ourselves because a lot of buyers don't actually know the difference in just size alone between the two counties. Nassau County is the smaller of the two. It sits directly east of Queens, covers about 450 square miles, and is home to around 1.4 million people. It's the first county you hit right when you leave New York City. Suffolk County is enormous. It takes up literally the rest of Long Island. Covers about 900 square miles, which is almost twice of Nassau, and it stretches all the way from the western border of Nassau all the way to Montauk. The population is around 1.5 million, but it's spread out through a larger geographic area. Next, we need to talk about price. This is what your money that you have right now is gonna get you in each county. As of May 2026, the median home price in Nassau is around $850,000. Justin, that's too much! I know, it's kind of crazy. But the appreciation is up to about 4% every single year. That's higher than the average, and it's a great investment. That's what I keep telling myself. Suffolk County's median sold price is around $685,000 right now. And Suffolk County is up in total for the year 4.3%. So just alone between the two counties, you're already at 160 to 170,000 median difference in price. And that gap is real, it's consistent, and it has been there for years. It will continue to be there. Now, what does that gap actually mean for you? The $160,000 difference is based on a location premium. Nassau is buying you way closer to the city, walkable downtowns, and a lot of denser infrastructure. Suffolk is buying you land, space, and a slower pace of life. In Nassau at $700,000, you're looking at a solid 3-bedroom colonial in a good school district, maybe 1,400 to 1,800 square feet, a nice yard, updated kitchen, competitive, but findable. In Suffolk at $700,000, that gets you a noticeably larger house. Larger lot, possibly 4 bedrooms, more square footage. In towns like Smithtown, Comac, and Huntington, if you were to move those exact same homes into Nassau, like those, you're already jumping like $200,000 in price. At $500,000, Nassau will get you into entry-level conversations. Smaller colonials, ranches, homes that definitely will need some work, but a lot less competitive. In Suffolk, I'd argue that you can find a super solid home at $500,000, especially updated homes in some areas at this price point. There are also homes that you're gonna see at this price point because it's just so vast that are gonna need some love for sure. You know what? I need some love. At 1 million plus, both counties are luxury, but the character shifts. In Nassau, you're in Manhasset, Garden City, Roslyn, Oyster Bay, Gold Coast prestige, top school districts, and luxury communities. In Suffolk County, you're looking more at the harbors like Lloyd Harbor, Cold Spring Harbor. If you go far enough east, you can definitely get into the Hamptons. Price is gonna go up quick. Regardless of what your price range is, we're gonna make this home work for you. Promise. Don't worry. I got you. I don't dress nice for nothing, okay? I know what I'm doing. Next, we have to cover something that I talk about all the time on this channel, which is property taxes, because buyers love to overlook them. I actually have one buyer right now who strictly is at a number for property taxes, and that's like the first thing she looks at. I love it. Both counties are expensive, I'm not gonna lie to you, but they're expensive in different ways. The median tax bill right now for annual taxes is around $14,000 to $15,000 in Nassau County. However, there's one justification of this, and it's pretty important. Nassau County actually caps their tax rate. They cap Class 1 at 6% annually and 20% over 5 years, which at least you have some predictability with that. You know roughly what you're getting into, and you know how fast it can accelerate or move. On Suffolk County, the range is a bit wider. You're looking from anywhere from like 12,000 to 20,000. There are properties that have under 10,000. You just gotta know where to look. And this is great. Just don't be surprised if over the next 5 years, those aren't that cheap anymore. It all depends on towns, school districts, and things like that. Because Suffolk has over 10 various towns, and the tax picture can vary from Brookhaven to Huntington to literally anywhere. Next, we have to talk about the commute. Not only just traffic, how to get to the city if you work there, or just literally commute to anywhere. Where are you going if you need to take a boat and there's a huge tsunami? Just kidding. We don't get tsunamis here, but if we did, it'd be pretty nuts. I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to surf a tsunami. Commute is where I see buyers make big mistakes. People look at the map, they see Nassau, oh, that's closer to the city, let me just spend $850,000 right there. Hold on. I get excited too, but just hold on a minute. Nassau County commuters travel through LIRR zones 4 through 7. The express trains from Western Nassau reach the city in about 30 to 45 minutes. The monthly passes are gonna cost you around $234 to $314 per month. If you need to be in the city every day or you don't have a job that is flexible on time, Nassau is going to be your best bet to make sure that you don't get fired. The commute truly is one of the best in the general metro areas. Suffolk County commuters are in zones 9 through 14. From Western Suffolk, your commute's gonna be around 55 to 70 minutes. If you go over to Ronkonkoma, areas over there, you could be longer to 70 to 85 minutes. And the monthly passes are gonna be $314 to $416 per month. Obviously, the further east you go, the longer the ride, the higher the cost. The honest question to ask yourself if you're a city commuter is, how many times often do I need to be there? How quickly do I need to be there? And what is the best schedule to actually make sure that this makes sense for me financially and for my work? Now, just talking traffic alone, I'll be honest, let's cut to the chase. You're on Long Island. There's so many people here. They're gonna be stuck in the road, especially during rush hour. Like bad, it's the worst. But that's why I always say, make sure you have good music ready to go for your ride to work and home from work. Because trust me, when I'm jamming, I don't even know how long I'm in the car. It goes by like that. For you families out there, school district is super important, and that's the next topic we're gonna be covering. Both counties actually have a ton of schools that are some of the best in the state, let alone the country. Nassau County has 18 school districts that are in the top 50 in 2026. At the top of the list, Syosset ranked number 1, Roslyn at number 2, Jericho at number 3, with an average SAT score of 1430. But that puts it in the top 1% nationwide. Manhasset has the highest ELA scores in the entire country, and Garden City consistently ranks among the most prestigious in Long Island. Suffolk County has 8 school districts in the top 50. These are mostly going to be found on the North Shore. The standout is definitely Half Hollow Hills School District with an A+ rating. It's easily recognized as the #1 school district in Suffolk. Three Village Central School District ranks 2nd. That's over in Stony Brook. Actually, 2 of my best friends went there and graduated. They have outstanding academics and extracurriculars. Cold Spring Harbor is easily one of the most sought after school districts in all of Suffolk. Northport and Comac are consistently strong as well. So what does this actually mean for a buyer? If your #1 priority is having the widest selection of top school districts, you always have to make sure that that district, that zip code, whatever it may be, the location of the property that you're looking for is actually going to be associated with that school district, because literally one house over can switch everything. Now, all of this stuff is great, but how do each of these counties actually make you feel? And that's why we need to talk about the lifestyle. Nassau County feels like a place. Well, what does that mean? Let me explain. It's denser, more active, a lot more walkable areas downtown. There's more in the way of nightlife, shopping, and that kind of spontaneous to-do things that most people from the city are actually used to. Suffolk County feels like space. Your kids have room to run, you're right near all the beaches, you kind of have everything everywhere all at once. I still need to watch that movie, I heard it was amazing. You have the opportunity to be 5-10 minutes away from everything that you're gonna need in terms of just grocery stores and literally like anything, while also still having great villages like Patchogue, Port Jefferson, Huntington, all these great areas that you're gonna wanna visit, and if you want to, just literally have a walkable shop that you can get in Nassau, but Suffolk literally just has a mixture of both. So in short, I'm gonna break them down for you so it actually helps you make the decision. Go to Nassau if you're in the city 4 to 5 days a week, schools are your top priority and you want maximum options to choose from, you want walkable downtowns and don't wanna drive everywhere for everything, you're okay buying at or above the $800,000 price range, and you want prestige infrastructure and a more condensed city feel. Go over to Suffolk if you're hybrid or remote, 2 to 3 days per week in the city at most, space matters more than proximity, you want more house for your money, you're drawn to that North Shore lifestyle, like living near the beach, and you understand that in Suffolk, location is great, school district is more important. The decision is actually easier when you make it with a professional who does this every single day and has relocated countless amounts of families. I literally do free relocation calls that you can just click the link in the description. Not only does it have my buyer's guide and seller's guide down there, but that same link also has a free opportunity to look over the buyer's guide, open my calendar, schedule a relocation call with me. This way we can figure out exactly which county and what location, what town, what sort of criteria you're looking for is actually perfect and works for you financially. Once once you do pick the county, you get that home for the best price possible. I actually made a video going over 6 secrets that have the process of buying a home step by step and everything else that these other agents are not telling you.